Hello, Greenlight the Day family. It is so good to be sharing with you again. I hope you're having a fabulous start of the day and that you have a wonderful week or weekend, depending on which day you're actually watching this. I've had a very interesting week. It started off with an article that I read about this famous female scientist, and she discovered some proton, neutron, I don't know, thing. But she was married and she had kids and she had accomplished all these things. And so, of course, the question that everybody asked her was, well, how do you balance it all out? How do you get everything done? And do you know what her reply was? Her reply was, balance is an illusion. You shouldn't seek to balance everything out. That takes a lot of energy. What you should strive to do is to live in harmony. And my interpretation of what she was saying is to live in harmony with your limitations, your abilities, your inside thoughts, your outside world, your environment, just to be okay with what is. So I did this experiment to kind of figure out, what does that mean in real life? What does she mean? She's got the same amount of time that we all have, but yet she has kids, she has this job, she has a husband, plus she does all this research as a scientist. So what is her key? So I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to try to just be in harmony. Because I had read a book about harmony, and it talked about letting things happen organically, just putting your intention set in your mind, and then being open to possibilities. So this is what I did. So every day I said to myself, this is what I need to get done. This is what I would like to get done. And then I have those things called the icing on the cake. Those things that you would love to have done. And set my intention that way in the morning, and then went about my day. And I could tell you that every day, everything that needed to be done got done, and almost everything that I would like to get done got done. And on some days, the icing on the cakes got done on top of all the other dones, right? And what I noticed was, because I just set that intention to get things done, and then I let that absorb into what environment I was in, the people I were interrelating with, how my day was going, the flow of my life took care of those things that needed to get done. And the timing that I had set to get those things done was totally different from what naturally happened. So, for example, I need to call so-and-so at 11 o'clock. That was on my to-do list, right? That's the way I would look at things before. I need to call so-and-so at 11 o'clock. I mean, obviously, if we're talking about an appointment, that's a little different. But this is the things that I was setting up. I need to call so-and-so at 11 o'clock. Well, when I did it the way of living life in harmony, just trying to set the intention, I would wind up calling that person at 1. And do you know that that was the best time to actually speak to that person? I could not have chose a better time. And I think that says something about the universe. I think that says something about how connected we are. And if we just let ourselves get out of the way, things tend to work organically. And I thought about this poem. I'm still reading this book. I will always read this book by John O'Donohue, To Bless the Space Between Us. And there's this poem, and it talks about for the artist at the start of the day. And I thought about us, us Greenlighters, how we start our day with intention, and how we start our day with the opportunity to create a life that's authentic. So we're artists in every sense of the word, right? And the poem goes, for the artist at the start of the day. May morning be astir with the harvest of night, your mind quickening to the eros of a new question, your eyes seduced by some unintended glimpse that cut right through the surface to a source. May this be a morning of innocent beginning, when the gift within you slips clear of the sticky web of the personal, with its hurt and its hauntings. A morning when you become a pure vessel for what wants to ascend from silence. May your imagination know the grace of perfect danger, to reach beyond imitation and the will of repetition, until the veil of the unknown yields and something original begins to stir toward your senses and grow stronger in your heart. May it be its own force field and dwell uniquely between the heart and the light, to surprise the hungry eye by how deftly it fits about its secret loss. Wow, that's just an amazing way to think about life. Just to know that there is always something between your heart and the light. And very quickly, I just wanted to read also on meeting a stranger. Janie had written something earlier this week about, how some people, a stranger can come into your life and you can bond with that person. And then you kind of have these, when this person leaves your life, you don't really know how to take it. And I think of the saying that my grandmother used to say, that people come into your life for a reason, for a season, or for a lifetime. And I think that's true with a lot of people we meet. But I also think that with no matter who we meet, there's certain things that we extend to them. Courtesy, compassion, openness. Because you never know that that stranger may be an angel sent to you to help you utilize your gifts. And so just quickly, this poem says, on meeting a stranger. How do we meet a stranger? With respect and reverence, that the unknown between us might flower into discovery. You just never know. Well, have a great day. Talk to you later.